Welcome, curious minds, to the Genius Propensity Podcast. Today, our journey focuses on Nikola Tesla. In the heart of the Austrian Empire, a mind destined for greatness emerged. Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in the village of Smiljan, and embarked on a life that would reshape the very fabric of the world. The young Tesla, fueled by an insatiable curiosity, delved into the realms of engineering and physics in the 1870s. His pursuit, however, was not bound by the traditional corridors of academia. Despite never receiving a degree, Tesla's innate brilliance propelled him forward. In the early 1880s, Tesla's journey took a pragmatic turn. Immersed in the burgeoning telephony and electric power industry at Continental Edison, he honed his skills, but the allure of the unknown beckoned. In 1884, Tesla set sail for the United States, where he would later become a naturalized citizen. In the bustling streets of New York City, Tesla briefly contributed his talents to the Edison Machine Works. However, the maverick spirit within him drove him to forge his own path. With partners to back his vision, Tesla established laboratories and companies in New York, becoming the architect of a new era. His groundbreaking AC induction motor and polyphase AC patents, licensed by Westinghouse Electric in 1888, not only brought him wealth but laid the foundation for the revolutionary polyphase system. Tesla's relentless pursuit of the extraordinary led him through a labyrinth of experiments. From mechanical oscillators to electrical discharge tubes, he ventured where few dared. His flair for the dramatic manifested in the wirelessly controlled boat, a marvel exhibited to the world. In the limelight of his lab, Tesla dazzled celebrities and patrons with his inventions. Public lectures became a stage for his showmanship. In the 1890s, witnessed Tesla's grand ambitions for wireless lighting and global electric power distribution. High voltage, high frequency power experiments echoed in the corridors of New York and Colorado Springs. Tesla, a visionary, prophesied the possibility of wireless communication. Wardenclyffe Tower, an audacious venture into intercontinental wireless communication and power transmission, was his dream, yet the fates withheld completion as funding dwindled. Post-Wardenclyffe, Tesla's inventive spirit endured, navigating the uncharted waters of the 1910s and 20s. Successes and setbacks marked this chapter. Financial strain cast a shadow, leading Tesla to dwell in New York hotels with mounting unpaid bills. In January 1943, the enigmatic genius breathed his last in New York City. His work slipped into obscurity until 1960, when the Tesla, a unit of magnetic flux density, immortalized his name. From the shadows of history, Tesla's legacy re-emerged in the 1990s, captivating a new generation, a tale of a man who defied convention, challenged the unknown, and left an indelible mark on the pages of scientific history. Remains. In 1882, Tesla found himself working with the Continental Edison Company in Paris, marking his entry into the burgeoning electric power industry. Assigned to the Société Électrique Edison in the Ivry-sur-Seine suburb, Tesla played a pivotal role in installing citywide incandescent lighting on a large scale. His practical experience in electrical engineering flourished as he designed and improved generating dynamos and motors, catching the attention of management. Tesla's expertise soon led him to troubleshoot engineering problems not only in France but also in Germany, showcasing his versatility and technical prowess. In 1884, Tesla's journey took a transatlantic turn as he emigrated to the United States. Invited by Charles Batchelor, the manager overseeing the Edison Machine Works, joining the bustling workspace in Manhattan's Lower East Side, Tesla immersed himself in troubleshooting installations and enhancing generators. Although his encounters with Thomas Edison were limited, Tesla's dedication stood out, especially during an incident repairing damaged dynamos on the SS Oregon. Despite contributing significantly to projects like the arc lamp-based street lighting system, Tesla's departure from the Edison Machine Works after 6 months left questions lingering about unpaid bonuses and the mysterious circumstances leading to his exit. Post-Edison, Tesla delved into patenting an arc lighting system, potentially an extension of his work at Edison. In 1885, he met with patent attorney Lemuel W. Serrell and secured financing from businessmen Robert Lane and Benjamin Vail to establish the Tesla Electric Light and Manufacturing Company. Tesla focused on obtaining patents, including an improved DC generator, and installing the system in Rahway, New Jersey. However, financial struggles loomed as the investors showed little interest in Tesla's AC motor ideas, leading to the formation of a new utility company that left Tesla financially strained, losing control of the patents he'd generated. In 1887, Tesla aligned with Alfred S. Brown and Charles Fletcher Peck to form the Tesla Electric Company. Their collaboration marked a turning point as Tesla developed an induction motor running on alternating current. Patented in May 1888, this groundbreaking invention utilized polyphase current, featuring a rotating magnetic field without the need for a commutator. Tesla's AC motor gained widespread recognition after a successful public demonstration in May 1888. Brown and Peck orchestrated a licensing deal with George Westinghouse, securing Tesla's motor and transformer designs. The collaboration with Westinghouse proved pivotal. Despite challenges in implementing AC power for streetcars, Tesla's induction motor became a cornerstone in the rapid expansion of AC power systems in Europe and the United States. In the late 1880s, there was fierce competition among electric companies, notably Westinghouse, Edison, and Thomson-Houston Electric Company. The War of Currents unfolded, marked by propaganda battles over the superiority of direct current versus alternating current systems. Tesla's induction motor demonstration and subsequent patent licensing by Westinghouse in 1888 occurred amidst this tumult. However, financial challenges loomed for Westinghouse, especially after the near collapse of Barings Bank triggered a financial panic in 1890. Struggling with loans, Westinghouse faced the dilemma of reducing spending, impacting Tesla's motor development. In 1891, Tesla, understanding Westinghouse's predicament, released the company from the royalty payment clause, securing his financial interests while Westinghouse grappled with financial restructuring. Following his financial success from AC patents, Tesla transitioned to independence in 1889. He established a series of workshops and laboratories in Manhattan, where his inventive spirit flourished. Tesla's iconic Tesla coil emerged from his exploration of Heinrich Hertz's experiments on electromagnetic radiation. This resonant transformer circuit produced high-voltage, low-current, high-frequency AC electricity and became a cornerstone of Tesla's later wireless power endeavors. In 1891, Tesla became a naturalized U.S. citizen, cementing his commitment to his adopted homeland. Simultaneously, he patented the Tesla coil, showcasing his continuous dedication to innovative electric systems. Tesla's interest in wireless power transmission took center stage after 1890. Experimenting with inductive and capacitive coupling, he aimed to develop a wireless lighting system. Despite public demonstrations where he illuminated Geissler tubes and light bulbs from a distance, commercial success eluded Tesla in this venture. Tesla's contributions to the polyphase system and the induction motor gained recognition when he joined the Westinghouse exhibit at the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. The fair served as a pivotal moment in AC Power's history, as Westinghouse Electric demonstrated the efficiency and safety of polyphase AC systems. Tesla's induction motor and the rotating magnetic field it generated were highlighted in a special exhibit showcasing the revolutionary technology. The Columbian Exposition marked a significant chapter in Tesla's career, influencing the acceptance of AC power on a grand scale. In 1893, Tesla's expertise was sought by Edward Dean Adams, the head of the Niagara Falls Cataract Construction Company. The company faced the challenge of choosing a power transmission system for the electricity generated at Niagara Falls. Tesla, having championed the two-phase AC system, advised Adams to select this reliable approach. Consequently, Westinghouse Electric secured the contract to build a two-phase AC generating system at Niagara Falls, and General Electric was tasked with constructing the AC distribution system. Impressed by Tesla's laboratory during a tour, Edward Dean Adams collaborated with Tesla, Alfred Brown, and others to establish the Nikola Tesla Company in 1895. This company aimed to support, develop, and market various existing and new Tesla patents and inventions. However, financial difficulties of the era limited investors, and the intended marketing of wireless lighting and oscillators patents did not materialize. Despite the challenges, the Nikola Tesla Company continued to manage Tesla's patents for decades. Tragedy struck Tesla in the early morning hours of March 13, 1895, when his South Fifth Avenue lab caught fire. The intense blaze destroyed Tesla's fourth-floor lab and caused the collapse into the second floor. This setback not only disrupted ongoing projects, but also led to the loss of early notes, research material, models, and demonstration pieces. Although devastated, Tesla moved on to rebuild his lab at 46 and 48 East Houston Street on the 6th and 7th floors. Beginning in 1894, Tesla delved into the exploration of what he termed the radiant energy of invisible kinds, later identified as X-rays. Notably, Tesla's experiments predated Wilhelm Röntgen's announcements of X-rays in December 1895. Tesla's X-ray imaging, using his own high-energy single-terminal vacuum tube design powered by the Tesla coil, contributed to the early understanding of X-ray production. Despite some hazards associated with the experiments, Tesla continued his pioneering work in the field. In 1898, Tesla showcased a radio-controlled boat known as the Tele-Automaton during an electrical exhibition at Madison Square Garden. This demonstration marked an early attempt at remote control technology. Tesla envisioned selling the idea to navies worldwide as a guided torpedo. Despite his efforts to interest the US military in this concept, it gained little attention at the time. The full potential of remote radio control would be later realized in military applications after World War I. From the 1890s to 1906, Tesla dedicated a significant time and resources to projects aimed at developing the wireless transmission of electrical power. Building on his wireless lighting experiments, Tesla envisioned not only a way to transmit large amounts of power globally, but also a means for worldwide communication. At the time, there was no feasible method for wirelessly transmitting communication signals over long distances or substantial amounts of power. Tesla, a pioneer in understanding radio waves, challenged existing notions, noting inaccuracies in Hertz's studies. Despite theories on radio waves perceived as having limited range, Tesla believed they were unsuitable for his goals as they would diminish over distance. By the mid-1890s, Tesla explored the idea of conducting electricity through the Earth or the atmosphere. Conducting experiments with large resonance transformers magnifying transmitters in his East Houston street lab, Tesla proposed a system that involved balloons with transmitting and receiving electrodes above 30,000 feet. He believed that lower pressure at that altitude would enable the transmission of high voltages over long distances. To further investigate low-pressure air's conductive nature, Tesla established an experimental station in Colorado Springs in 1899. With support from John Jacob Astor IV, Tesla conducted experiments with larger coils, generating artificial lighting with discharges of up to 135 feet in length. The observations of electronic noise from lightning strikes led Tesla to the belief that he could use the entire Earth to conduct electrical energy. During his time in Colorado Springs, Tesla detected unusual signals from his receiver, which he speculated might be communications from another planet. Although reporters sensationalized the story associating it with signals from Mars, Tesla's findings remained inconclusive. Seeking investors, Tesla proposed a wireless transmission system, wining and dining potential backers in New York. In 1901, J.P. Morgan provided $150,000 for a 51% share of wireless patents, leading to the planning of the Wardenclyffe Tower in Shoreham, New York. Despite obtaining initial funding, Tesla faced challenges as Marconi successfully transmitted signals from England to Newfoundland in December 1901, seemingly beating Tesla in the race. Tesla sought additional funds from Morgan for a more powerful transmitter but was met with refusal. The project faced financial difficulties and skepticism, leading to its halt in 1905. By 1906, Tesla's struggles, including financial woes and potential mental strain, led to the Wardenclyffe property's foreclosure in 1915 and the tower's demolition in 1917. After the closure of Wardenclyffe, Tesla faced financial challenges. He continued writing to potential backers, including J.P. Morgan's son Jack, seeking funds for his projects. Tesla opened offices in various locations, attempting to raise funds by developing and marketing his patents. But by the time he moved to 8 West 40th Street, he was effectively bankrupt. Most of his patents had expired, and he encountered difficulties with new inventions. On his 50th birthday in 1906, Tesla showcased a bladeless turbine with a remarkable 200 horsepower and 16,000 revolutions per minute. Throughout 1910 to 1911, several bladeless turbine engines were tested at the Waterside Power Station in New York. Despite collaborations with companies like Alice Chalmers from 1990 to 1922, engineering challenges prevented the practical application of the Tesla turbine. However, the concept found use in luxury car speedometers and other instruments. During World War I, Tesla played a role in wireless communication issues. The British cut the transatlantic telegraph cable between the US and Germany to control information flow. Tesla was hired by the US Marconi Company as a witness, but the case became moot when the US entered the war. In 1915, Tesla attempted to sue the Marconi Company for patent infringement related to wireless tuning. While his case did not succeed, a related case in 1943 restored prior patents of Tesla, Oliver Lodge, and John Stone, challenging Marconi's claim to certain improvements. In 1915, rumors circulated that Tesla and Thomas Edison were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics, but the actual recipients were William Henry Bragg and Lawrence Bragg for their work on crystal structure analysis using X-rays. Subsequent claims suggested that Edison and Tesla had refused the prize due to their mutual animosity, but these rumors remain unsubstantiated. Throughout his later years, Tesla received numerous awards, including the AIEE Edison Medal in 1916 and the Grand Cross of the Order of St. Sava in Yugoslavia in 1926. Despite financial difficulties, he continued developing ideas. Notably, he received a patent in 1928 for a biplane with vertical takeoff and landing capabilities. Tesla faced financial challenges, living in various hotels and struggling to pay bills. Despite unpaid bills and eviction from multiple hotels, Tesla continued his routines. He developed a strong bond with pigeons, especially one injured white pigeon, which he cared for and considered a purpose in his life. In 1934, Tesla moved to the Hotel New Yorker. Westinghouse Electric and Manufacturing Company, Tesla's former employer, started paying him $125 per month, covering his rent. The payment was couched as a consulting fee, and it continued for the rest of his life. Westinghouse's financial support provided stability for Tesla in his later years. In 1931, Tesla celebrated his 75th birthday with a party organized by journalist Kenneth M. Sweezy. The event became an annual tradition, featuring Tesla's inventions, anecdotes from his past, and sometimes perplexing claims. Notable figures like Albert Einstein congratulated Tesla, and he was featured on the cover of Time magazine. The parties included a spread of food and drink, showcasing dishes invented by Tesla himself. In 1932, Tesla claimed to have invented a motor running on cosmic rays. At 77 in 1933, Tesla announced the imminent proof of a new form of energy opposing Einsteinian physics. He discussed breakthroughs in metallurgy, private radio wavelengths, and a method to photograph the retina to record thoughts. In 1934, Tesla introduced his teleforce or death ray, a super weapon he believed would end all wars. In 1935, Tesla claimed to have discovered cosmic rays in 1896 and invented a way to produce direct current by induction. He also made extravagant claims about his mechanical oscillator, stating it caused an earthquake in 1898. In 1937, Tesla received honors from the Czechoslovak and Yugoslav ambassadors during his 81st birthday celebration. He continued to make bold statements about his inventions, including the death ray. In the fall of 1937, at 81, Tesla was struck by a taxicab while crossing a street, resulting in severe injuries. Despite refusing medical attention, Tesla never fully recovered. On January 7, 1943, at age 86, Tesla died in room 3327 of the Hotel New Yorker. His death was attributed to coronary thrombosis. The Federal Bureau of Investigation ordered the seizure of Tesla's belongings, which were analyzed by electrical engineer John G. Trump. The analysis found no hazardous items and characterized Tesla's recent work as speculative and philosophical. Tesla's death prompted a state funeral at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine in Manhattan, attended by thousands. His body was later cremated, and the ashes are displayed in a gold-plated sphere at the Nikola Tesla Museum in Belgrade. Tesla's legacy endures through his contributions to electrical power generation and his innovative ideas. While some of his claims, such as the death ray, remain controversial, his impact on science and technology is undeniable. The annual birthday press conferences offered glimpses into Tesla's mind, revealing a combination of visionary ideas and speculative pursuits that continue to capture public fascination. Nikola was 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed 142 pounds, maintaining this weight from 1888 to around 1926. He was described as an elegant and stylish figure in New York City, meticulous in his grooming, clothing, and daily routines. Tesla was known for his slender frame, mustache, thin face, and pointed chin. Newspaper editor Arthur Brisbane remarked that Tesla was almost the tallest, almost the thinnest, and certainly the most serious man who goes to Delmonico's regularly. Tesla had a remarkable memory. Described as photographic, he read and memorized entire books and was fluent in 8 languages, including Serbo-Croatian, Czech, English, French, German, Hungarian, Italian, and Latin. Tesla's ability to visualize inventions in extreme detail without making hand-drawn sketches was attributed to his eidetic memory. He experienced moments of inspiration accompanied by visions and claimed that deficient observation was a form of ignorance, as every thought he conceived was suggested by an external impression. Tesla was a lifelong bachelor and chose not to pursue known relationships. He expressed conflicting views on women throughout his life. While he initially considered women superior in every way, he later felt disappointed by what he perceived as women trying to emulate men. Tesla believed that women were losing their femininity in their pursuit of dominance. Despite occasional sentiments about sacrificing marriage for his work, Tesla found all the stimulation he needed in his scientific endeavors. Tesla was asocial and often secluded himself with his work. However, when engaged in social life, he was positively described as possessing qualities such as sweetness, sincerity, modesty, refinement, generosity, and force. He was a close friend of figures like Mark Twain and attended dinner parties with various personalities. Tesla could be critical at times, expressing disgust for overweight individuals and being quick to criticize clothing. Tesla claimed to sleep no more than 2 hours per night, although he admitted to dozing occasionally to recharge. He was known for his intense work habits, once working for 84 hours straight at his laboratory. His claim of minimal sleep was confirmed by journalist Kenneth Sweezy, who noted that Tesla rarely slept and would sometimes call Sweezy in the early hours of the morning to discuss problems and solutions. Tesla worked from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or later every day, with a strict dinner routine at 8:10 p.m. He dined alone except on rare occasions when he hosted group dinners for social obligations. Tesla would place his dinner order by telephone and often continued working until 3 a.m. For exercise, he walked 8 to 10 miles per day and had a peculiar habit of curling his toes 100 times for each foot every night to stimulate his brain cells. Tesla became a vegetarian in his later years, adopting a diet consisting of milk, bread, honey, and vegetable juices. In an interview, Tesla expressed skepticism about telepathy and believed that all fundamental laws could be reduced to one. His later years were marked by unique habits and a commitment to his work and personal routines. Okay, and here are some beliefs of Nikola Tesla. Tesla disagreed with the theory that atoms were composed of smaller subatomic particles. He rejected the idea of electrons creating electrical charges. He believed that if electrons existed, they were a fourth state of matter or subatom, only present in an experimental vacuum and unrelated to electricity. Tesla maintained that atoms were immutable and could not change state or be split. He adhered to the 19th century concept of an all-pervasive ether transmitting electrical energy. Tesla was generally antagonistic towards theories about the conservation of matter into energy. He criticized Einstein's theory of relativity, stating that space cannot be curved, and rejected the idea that large bodies could curve space. In 1935, he described relativity as a beggar wrapped in purple and claimed his experiments measured cosmic rays from Arcturus at 50 times the speed of light. Tesla claimed to have developed his own physical principle regarding matter and energy, starting in 1892. In 1937, at age 81, he claimed to have completed a dynamic theory of gravity that would challenge the concepts like curved space. However, detailed explanations were never found in his writings. Tesla is considered a humanist with a philosophical outlook, but he supported eugenics, advocating for selective breeding. He believed that human pity interfered with the ruthless workings of nature and supported sterilization to prevent the breeding of the unfit. Tesla predicted that in the future, humanity would be led by queen bees, suggesting the dominance of women. Tesla was raised as an Orthodox Christian, but did not consider himself a believer in the Orthodox sense later in life. He opposed religious fanaticism and considered Buddhism and Christianity the greatest religions. Tesla viewed the universe as a machine that never came into being or will end. He equated the soul or spirit with the body's functioning. Tesla wrote books and articles, including My Inventions, the autobiography of Nikola Tesla, and The Fantastic Inventions of Nikola Tesla. His writings such as The Problem of Increasing Human Energy and Experiments with Alternate Currents of High Potential and High Frequency are available online. Tesla's legacy endures in various forms of media, including books, films, radio, TV, music, live theater, comics, and video games. So, everybody, if you enjoyed listening to our documentary here, we invite you to delve deeper into the ever-unfolding narrative. If you found this documentary enlightening, consider supporting the creation of more educational content by liking, subscribing, and joining our Patreon at patreon.com/geniuspropensity. Thank you so much for listening, guys, and hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.